Hey, what is up? What is up, YouTube? How's everybody doing? It is your friend, your comic book buddy, Gorilla Todd, here
That
with,
guy over there.
if you're here, you've got comics on the mind.
You already know
Good
what's going
buddy.
on.
We're here for
2 days, 2
round,
weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row, but this is
What
this
is
is
going
our
on?
summer edition, summer break teachers
I
lounge.
know.
Wow,
Oh,
that is
that's
really quick. I gotta figure out.
Oh, we got what's up, Soul Twice? What's going on, brother?
We got a few comments. We got Anthony in the chat. What's up, Anthony? What's up, Soul Twice? Hey, Spider Girl. Looks like they were here earlier. I don't know if they're still here.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, how you been, my friend?
I'm a lot better this week. The beginning of this week wasn't too great, but in going towards the end of the week, it's actually doing pretty well. Start my new job tomorrow. I was supposed to start Monday, but that's a whole complication. Couldn't find documents. Point is, I found those documents. I'm starting on Friday, so I'll be a drone of Target. But I am appreciative to have a job. I've needed something consistent for a minute now, and I could easily go back and get a teaching job, but I don't want to go to work to teach. I don't want to teach for a paycheck. I want to teach for a paycheck and for the passion, and I don't have the passion right now. Maybe when cause I'm definitely going back to school this fall. I'm hoping maybe when I grab this associate's degree, like maybe that'll be something I can do while I'm trying to go back and get my bachelor's.
Definitely. It's one step at a time.
Yeah.
It's a process. It takes time. I know what you're saying about documents. I had made an appointment to complete my I-9.
I have a funny story after you too.
What's that?
I have a funny story after you too.
And I made the appointment for the next day, which was one day this week.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second, do I know where my like social security card is and my I'm like, I think I know where it is. Luckily I found it pretty easy and I got there. It was cool. I got my new badge for the school district, so
nice.
I'm excited.
I should have worn my Gorilla Todd shirt tonight. But I'm glad you're the process is going smooth.
Yeah, I think it's really just a question of getting onboarded and getting the whole getting the year going.
Yeah,
but
just becoming a part of that community. I know that feeling of like transitioning to a new community when it comes to teaching, because it's like, they already have a community established, and usually schools are like very like welcoming and inclusive.
Definitely, so. Yeah. I mean, I went to a training a couple weeks ago, and I met a handful of the other teachers, and they were very nice and very welcoming. So, I felt it gave me a really good feeling. I feel excited. I'm looking forward to the new year, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
The biggest thing for me is going to be transitioning, I think, from teaching middle school to teaching first grade. That's going to be a hoot.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Cruz? How you doing, man? I hope you're having a good summer, my friend. Miss you guys.
I can't wait to hear about your first week, because that first week is literally like, it's like building relationships. It's like icebreakers all week. And it's
the students,
playing games. Yeah,
teacher,
exactly.
Getting to know the school
and the parents too. Because usually with that, because you're going to be working with first grade, usually parents are like super like connected to their kids.
They're very involved. It's the very
Yeah.
it's kind of like the. I mean, yeah, they went through kindergarten, but first grade's really like learning to read and those
Yep.
fundamental, very important fundamental
Sight,
things.
all those, you start learning sight words, all that.
Yep.
You
I got a
can take
phonics
your
book.
ABC.
I have a
Oh,
phonics
yeah.
book in my backpack.
You are hilarious.
I appreciate that, Cruz. I'll remember you guys, and you never know if our paths may cross at some time in the future.
Hey, I've run into a couple of
Hey,
my teachers in the
just
past.
this chat. I see a comment from a student I had in Florida and a student I had in Las Vegas. So
That's
it's
hilarious.
kind of in only 1, 2, 3, 4 different people chatting.
Yeah. That's awesome. Like they're still like coming over here and saying what's up to you.
Yeah, no, look, I always felt like I was one of my biggest attributes was having a good relationship with my students, and
Yeah.
what's more evidence than the fact that they actually show up on my YouTube streams and say what's up and wish me a good summer. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah. It took me a minute to like let my students know that I did YouTube.
No.
Then they eventually found out.
Any of them that wanted, I think I gave them a sticker by the end of the year.
Oh, I remember you mentioning that. That's awesome.
They wanted. They'd asked me a bunch of times. So
yeah, it's like yeah. Now you got something to put on your laptops.
or anything else they own. I told
Yeah.
them. That was my instructions. Just make sure you put it on something you own.
Yeah.
Cat's climbing up there.
Yeah, she goes everywhere. There's only a couple places that she can't go, and that's where the comic books are. but still, I had to close up a little section. She was going back behind the comic books and like sleeping back there. I'm like, man, I could open up the closet for you. There's nothing in there. And now she wants to play.
Somehow they know. Is that one of the kittens you adopted, or
Yeah. This is mine's. My roommate, she adopted the other one. I was gonna keep them both, but she instantly fell in love with the other kitten. Her name is Cholula. I think that's named after the hot sauce.
Yeah, I put that on my scrambled eggs.
Yeah, that shit is so good. Yeah, she's a little menace to society, but I want to once I get her vaccinated, I have to get her like 3 sets of shots. I'm gonna get her a leash for her so she can go out and play. Cause she has a lot of energy for. I mean, she's still a kitten, so of course, but it's hard to tire her out. Like, even
don't you got to get her like a ball of yarn or something to?
No, I made so many contraptions for her. This is like tied to the lamp, my lamp right here, and she be pulling that down. There's a little stuffed animal I gave to her. Another string mechanism that I made for her. I need to get one of those little balls with the bell. My roommate has one of those, and she goes crazy over that.
The sound and the
yeah.
So I have to ask, have you heard the news?
Oh, you already know. Tell about what Wonder Man.
I know you must be excited.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, I ran for this, and I was like,
I thought of you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Kirk, I know Kirk's excited.
Yep,
Rob. I know he's one of your favorites.
I know Al from Dusty Brick Brown from he posted it on his IG, and I was like, wait a minute, why am I being tagged in this or mentioned in this? And I was like, what? I like went, but it was kind of crazy because I had just found out that Tim Sales, RIP, had passed away. I'm not a big Captain America fan, but I loved all the work he did with Captain America.
Well, he did Batman Long Halloween.
Yeah,
and the long.
I still have to read that, but I mean it's a pricey.
He did a lot of. I have somewhere. I have a hardcover with a little remark that he did.
Nice.
He
But
did. He did a lot of work. I mean, a lot of really cool artwork.
well, she's about to knock the lamp over already.
He definitely will
See,
be missed.
yeah, I agree. I had to have a moment of silence when I found out because Rob had sent me a text message, and not Rob, but Ace had sent us a text message in our group chat, and I was like, dang, because I don't have Twitter, and it was all over Twitter.
Yeah, I saw it a bunch of times on IG.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's had a rough year
yeah, I know.
as far as losing comic artists.
I know but I'm hoping this new generation of artists really step it up. And I mean, I'm not saying they're not stepping it up already. There's a lot of great younger artists out there, but I'm hoping that they leave their mark like some of these artists did.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely there's a few artists that are making to my purview have made a impression on me, but yeah, I definitely would like to see more artists emerge and different art styles. And I feel like when I was a kid in the '80s, there was might have been the best time for like just a variety of individual artistic styles that were in the mark, that you could
in general, or just in comic books.
I mean, just there were so many guys in the '80s that like you had guys like John Byrne, Walt Simonson,
I agree.
Bill Sienkiewicz, that just Art Adams, that were just so Todd McFarlane. They were just so style driven. They
wanted to stand out from their peers.
They had their own unique style.
Yeah, but that's like you said. That's how you stand out.
What's up, buddy? Good to see you, my friend.
Welcome,
good old Alice Cooper. I just picked up another copy of the Alice Cooper comic book the other week.
I think Lady Fantastic picked one of those up. Those are pretty interesting.
It's one of those ones I grab when I see it.
Yeah, have you picked up anything interesting this week?
This week was pretty. I got that collection, but
yeah, and you showed some of those too.
Showed that.
Yeah.
I mean, other than just like whatever new stuff I got in.
Oh yeah.
This is new stuff that hasn't come out yet. Like here's the new Fantastic Four.
Oh, that cover is nice. They're going with that team.
I want to say
I might read that. There's a lot of mixed feelings about.
This is the Ron Lim cover.
Who's writing this one?
Let me see. It's on the other cover.
Is Dan Slott writing that one? Because he's writing
Peter David.
Okay. Do you have Doctor Strange Volume 1, Number 1? I personally don't have that one, but I do have some of the.
His number 1 isn't really his.
No, it's like 169 or something like that.
Yeah. I don't know if this is Art. I want to say Art Adams, but it could be Nick Bradshaw.
And you said that comes out next week? I might have to go pick that up.
Yeah, that's another cover.
Ooh, that's a nice cover. I have 2 of them. Oh, you have 2 of them? Lucky.
Here's a nice. What is this? Moon Knight 12. This is the Hellfire Gala variant.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice Scarlet Witch.
Yeah, it's all cosmic looking.
Yeah. What's your opinion on this the new style of drawing and painting and coloring on tablets now? Are you very embracive of that style, or?
I don't have a problem with it. However an artist works.
Hey, what up, Steve and Spock?
Hey, Steve and Spock.
Say hi to the puppy. Yeah, no, my brother does. He uses a tablet to draw. I was just curious. I know like you're an artist as well.
Yeah, it's cool. And then I got this Moon Knight. This is a new issue of Black, White, and Blood. It's number 2.
Yeah, I need to get those series. I wanted to read the Wolverine one that came out. Didn't they have a Blade one that came out too?
They
Agoo, I
had a,
see
what's up,
you.
Bucky? They
going
had
on,
a
dude?
they had a Wolverine Black, White, and Blood. I think they had an Electro one like that.
Oh yeah, they did do Elektra. Yeah, that was the one
Um,
it was.
and then now they're doing Moon Knight. I'm not sure
Mm.
who else. This is a pretty cool cover. This is Fantastic Four
Mad
44.
Spidey.
Hey,
You at work? We can't. I mean, if you're not at work, you
here's
always
a
got
really
a
cool
welcome
scroll.
invite. Oh, nice.
Sue Storm's
Scroll
scroll.
invasion.
And then this one.
Yeah, that Fantastic Four. That's such a niche. Well, I mean, it was a popular group when.
You know, this is probably one of my favorite covers in a while.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. I think Lady
Adams.
Fantastic and Rob picked that up.
Yeah.
That's a nice cover.
And then I got a couple of ratios here. This is an awesome Art Adams Rogue.
Oh, nice. I like that interpretation of Rogue.
I don't know if this is I'm not sure. This might be a ratio, but it might not. Spider-Man.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Luna in the house. I can't wait until her cartoon comes out.
And then we got, that's a pretty cool Captain America.
Yeah, everybody's been showing off that new Captain America. I heard it was it's been pretty popular. There's a couple of great variants that came out.
And then here's a Spider-Gwen Gwenverse. Is that I'm not sure who did this.
Fireworks. Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
Motorcycle.
I love this one. Just because it harkens back to one of my favorite stories.
Oh yeah, when Thor Storm.
Yeah, it's X-Men Annual 9.
Yeah.
Continues the story from New.
I finally got that.
1. So
stop. I need that.
Glad I got that.
Yeah, it was a great variant. I feel like Scotty Young phoned in his cover. Oh, really? I gotta get that. I didn't know if he came out with the Scotty Young.
Yeah, I got it somewhere. I didn't love his head is like a funny shape, honestly.
Let me see if I can grab a stack of my Scotties. Oh, his head's
I got it somewhere. It's in one.
He got a funny shaped head.
No, you'll see what I mean. I'm not here. I was like trying to look at it. It's like it's just there's not much to it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's a couple of covers that are like that.
I mean, not everyone's gonna,
Yeah, I mean, I have a whole wall of Scotty, but I don't. I want a lot of them, but I don't want all of them.
Yeah, you see, it's just simple.
Like the X of House of X, Powers of X. I want all those because they came out with a cover for each one, and I'm trying to get every single one of those. I think I have one of them up there, and I think it's House of X issue 1.
I do find his ears kind of hilarious.
Yeah, some of the captions that
the way he draws his ears sticking out.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't like that cover. Yeah, it's definitely a very simple cover. This is I think I found one of my. Hold on. Man, where did I put those? My cat is trying to attack me while I'm getting this stack. Yeah, this stuff. I have one book by him that's signed, but I bought it signed. But I'm trying to get him to sign in person so I can meet him.
Yeah, I'm going to Heroes Con. He's gonna be there.
Yeah, I remember he was telling me that
Weekend.
a lot of these are doubles. Like I have this one already. I have this one. A lot of these are already on my wall. This one is an awesome one. The non-stop Spider-Man cover.
Yep.
So I just showed this. I have like 3 of these. When I do a giveaway, I'll probably
Doom's playing with the action figures.
Yeah, that one's great. Are the one where him and Richard are holding the Earth together? X Corp. This one's good. The Fantastic Four 32. And I like when he steps out like and does non-chibi stuff. This is his Department of Truth. That's a great one. I love this. This is one of my favorite ones. And he's just like, oh, I ain't giving you back nothing. This is a nice one. Catch 'em all, yeah. That's how I am. The Empress.
I haven't seen that one.
Superior Foes of Spider-Man. I love Superior Spider-Man. I want the original, but I have this one. First appearance of Immortal Hulk.
Sure.
Yeah, a lot of these are great. The Lando one. Lando Calrissian. Here's another one where it's like steps out of it's not like a non-cheap.
Yeah, it's a little bit more.
This one was good. I think you sent this one to me. Yeah. Either you or Rob sent that one to me.
I think the comic guy says he's got 16 Scotty slabs on his wall right now. All but 2 are 98s.
Nice. There's only a couple that I would like to get slabbed. And I'm trying to find. I don't know where they're at. Because all these are Scotties, but there's only a handful that I want to get. Hey, this one was good. The Tanker one. I'll probably get this one slab. Here it is. Strange Academy, #1. Venom.
That's probably a pretty valuable book.
Oh, it is. Or 150, sorry. Here's another one where it's like it's not chibi. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know where my Thor #1 is, the Jane Foster run. I have that one. And then like the Moon Knight, there's like a rare Moon Knight one that's like every time I look up online, it's like $60 or more. I got it for like $7.
Nice.
I was just supporting one of my homies' claim sale because he was trying to raise money for his dog's surgery. So I bought a bunch of Scotty Youngs off of him, and that was one of them. Come to find out, that's a rare one.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, no. I there's people that have like offered to buy it off.
I got some cool here. I can grab something.
Yeah, let's see.
Over the weekend. Oh, it's over there.
I got my Moon Knight slab. Oh yeah, let me see. I think I know. I'll just take it off the wall. Hold on. I know which one you're talking about. I need to get it pressed and clean. But bloop. It's like my favorite cover. Good old Scotty. If I could turn my laptop around and show you the wall, but I need to get a better camera. That's the baby. Yep. I didn't realize it was such a pricey book, and then I tried to buy another copy because I love that one. I wanted to just in case I wanted to trade it because it's another community member that wants that book. Because he's a huge Moon Knight fan, but like I can't let go of that book. It's a great book. But I definitely want to look into more like rare Scotty Young covers. I gotta do more research. Tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want those House of X and Powers of X Scotty covers. I don't know what other rare ones. Let me see which ones I have. They're
Ugh,
pretty.
okay.
This one's the Scream one's pretty cool. I like that little Scream mini that they came out with. I heard was really good. A lot of people said highly good things. What'd you get? Is that Department of Truth?
Got no
Or what is it?
Evil by Jodorowsky and Mobius. Mobius
Oh,
has always
nice.
been one of my favorite artists.
Yeah,
And
he's
Jodorowsky's he's like a film director.
he's writing, but there's a lot of like not directors.
Yeah, Alejandro Jodorowsky. There's a whole documentary about how he made like a 1,200-page Bible for a Dune movie that never got made. He had like Salvador Dali in it, and Orson Welles, I think. Just a lot of crazy, like really cool
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm always down for sci-fi. When did you pick that up? This week?
Yeah, what was it? Last Sunday, I went to California for a comic sale.
Oh, nice.
My buddy Jerry, Double Trouble Comics on Instagram.
Double Trouble. Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, I didn't know you picked that up. That's nice.
Yeah, I picked. I got this issue of Sensational She-Hulk, where she's fighting the Savage She-Hulk.
Oh, nice. I've never seen it. That is clean. What's up with the pink elephants? They tripping out.
And then I picked up a couple
It's
copies
heffalumps and woozles.
of this Harley Quinn.
Oh, nice. Is that a Momoko?
I don't think so.
Oh, it almost looks like her style.
Yeah,
Those are clean though. Oh yeah, but there was another artist that has a very similar style, but it's a lot different than hers. But I get mixed up. Maybe that's her.
Howard the Duck's pretty cool. And then I got a bunch of these old combat.
Oh yeah, you're a big war and like war horror.
Definitely.
That's a great cover. Sergeant Rock. It was cool seeing him in what was that? That last little run with Metal, Dark Knight Metal. That last Dark Knight Metal run. It was cool seeing him, a zombified version of him, basically. Oh, nice. Battle of Dead Man. Battle Cry of Dead Man. Is the haunted tank in there? What was that? What was that issue you were talking about? You showed a long time ago with the haunted tank.
The origin of the haunted tank.
Yeah, that was a clean cover. Oh, that's a nice
tank
cover.
in an ice box. Here's the haunted tank right there.
No, that's awesome. They had to freeze him like the Blob. Ooh, that's a good movie.
Return of the Viking Prince.
Oh, nice.
Here's one where they go against Attila the Hun.
That's an interesting back. Oh, nice. Beware the executioner. No.
Here's issue 63 of GI Combat.
Oh, nice.
Penn Center.
Oh, wow. Is that Golden Age technically? Would that be considered Golden Age? Even though it's 10 cent, what year did it come out? I don't.
That's really the determining factor.
I just always assumed that 10 centers are like Golden Age, but I figured like there's an age.
No, this is silver. It's 58.
Okay. Is it worth sending my books into CGC to get graded? I mean, I'm not a graded kind of person, even though I have a couple graded books up there. Those were gifted to me. It's just CGC. It's a lot of like bull crap going on with CGC right now, and just the market. Oh, nice. The market's just flooded with people sending in books to get graded.
I don't know which ones I showed you these. I think. Yeah, these are the ones I got to show you.
Because if you're investing, then go ahead and do it. Oh, that's a nice punchy in the face cover. I love it. I'm all down for punching Nazis in the face.
No, we went through these.
Are we going full circle now?
I'm not sure. Did I show you this one yet?
No, I didn't see that one. What's that?
Tank and battle submarine.
Nice.
The haunted tank versus the killer tank.
What?
The haunted tank.
No. Oh yeah, you did sell that one. Yeah, the flamethrower dude was. Now we're going for a circle because I remember the flamethrower dude.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're. So I got a bunch of nice bunch of. DC
Are those going in your collection? Or are those going to be sold off?
I don't know. I'll hang on to them for a while. If somebody really wants them,
they know where to find you.
I'm not. I'll let them go.
Yeah.
I have too much stuff. I can't hang on to it all.
Yeah. No, I feel it. That's why.
It gets to a point where you got to. Do I have any spawn? I just did a sale on whatnot today. Triggerfish this morning. We did spawn issues 1 through 100, and then some other issues. So I just sold a bunch of spawn.
Do you have any left over or no?
I'm sure I have some somewhere, but that was probably the majority of my spawn that I have for sale right now. But
yeah,
always trying to get more.
I'm sure you'll come across them. I have a few from the run, but I'm not like itching to like complete the run. I'll maybe read it all consistently through trade, or wait for the new movie to come out. Is Whatnot easy to use? What's up, Sleepy Reader?
What's up first? Yeah, what's up, Sleepy Reader? And that's a tough question. It's not hard to use. It's at this point, it's not that it's hard to use. There's a lot of there's a lot of sellers at this point. So, there's a lot of competition.
Would you consider the market the Whatnot market flooded? Because that's like
there's a lot. There's an abundance of sellers. So it's you gotta like today I had spawn 1 to 100. The sale went good. I got decent value for the books. I've been doing Whatnot for a while. I've sold about over 4,000 items and have about 1,400 followers. Hey, dude, Junior Ryan, how you doing, my friend?
I have another question for you. Do you think that the things that you did, all the auctions you did on YouTube, do you think that helped prep you for Whatnot? Or you've been selling books for like years, bro. Yeah. So it's like you have a lot of experience under your belt.
Yeah, I've sold in different ways.
Mediums. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Comics on the edge. What's up, dude?
I definitely think it makes me more comfortable like just being on camera and talking to people and whatnot. But it's it's a matter of putting the time in, because what's going to happen, I think, as a new seller, people are going to try and get you to sell good books for real low prices. Because you're going to have like 6 people in your auction, and they're going to be like, put up Silver Age. Do you have this? Do you have that? And start it at $1. So, you got to kind of figure it out. And, I like Whatnot in the sense of they take care of a lot of the administrative functions of selling. So I don't have to worry.
They take care of like shipping and all that, right?
So I don't have to worry about that as much. You still have to pack it and ship it, but it gives you all those details,
Yeah.
So I find it easy. I've been doing it for a while. I've been able to get myself pretty well established on it. But just definitely, if you're interested, I'd say Sleepy. Check out one of my auctions. I'll be doing one tomorrow at 9 p.m. Pacific time. Just even if just to watch. It's really, it's hard to say. Is it easy? It's not that hard. Once you do it, but it's the challenges in getting people to respond and come to your auction and so on and so forth. But that's any market, I guess.
Yeah, I mean everybody's got to promote themselves and spread the word. And if you're reaching a bunch of people, then you'll get consistent people coming through. If you're not consistent, then I'm sure that affects your market. I don't have enough books to get involved with Whatnot. uh, I mean I could probably sell some books on Whatnot, but I mean I'm just trying to I would just be trying to like you said like shrink my collection down because like I'm trying to become a more like focused collector and like collect specific things, and there's a lot of things out there that I want to read, but there's a lot of like old school books that I want in my collection. Like I haven't bought a Avengers or old Avengers below 100 or Tales to Astonish in a minute because I've been drowning in the pool. That is Wednesday's comic book pickup, and I mean
Well,
I
that's
don't
just it.
have
There's so many new books. So many new books come out that
yeah. Yeah, you can sell Funkos on there and other collectibles, and that's my. See what I mean? My cat is constantly knocking this light down. You're too strong, kid.
It's a sales platform for all kind of collectibles.
Yeah.
But you have to get approved, and it's a process.
Yeah. Or you can get recommended. Someone recommended me. I just have to go on there and do the first sale. But I mean, I just like I said, I've heard a lot of mixed feelings about Whatnot.
Well, it's
I just think like anything, you can't do everything. You can't do one thing specifically. You got to, like you said, you got to float in different markets. A little bit of Whatnot, a little bit of auctions, a little bit of eBay, a little bit of whatever,
Yeah, it's like it's just it's a process, and you got to build yourself. You got to build your audience and your base, and go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, back when I got approved, there wasn't an onboarding meeting. You just started selling.
It's now. I mean, I'm sure now that everybody's like. I mean, that they're more established now, and there's a system in play. And there's more people coming on that have to have like an onboarding session now, or stuff like that.
I mean, I just know there's a lot more sellers now, so it's a lot more there's more competition any way you slice it, but competition is good for the consumer. It gets them a lot of choices. And people are going to deal with the people they like, and that's like anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely some good deals on Whatnot, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to like look over here to look at the comments.
I bought a couple books today. I don't remember what I bought.
From was it a homie or just some rando?
No, one of my buddies.
Nice.
Hypno Comics. He's actually got a shop out in Pahrump. I'm going to visit on him on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I agree, Sleepy. You could definitely find better deals in the shop or a half price book. It really depends because I've heard horror stories of people like going into shops and pulling something out of
I
a dollar
mean,
bin and then like, oh, let me look on eBay real quick. That's a $20 book.
it's
Pay up.
it all depends. There's good shops. There's shops where you can find a good deal. There's shops where that look up every book. You kind of gotta know what you're dealing with and
Yeah.
act and shop accordingly.
Mm.
Not every place is the kind of place where you can get a good deal, but
I agree.
I bought this on Whatnot for $1. I don't know why. I think I have it.
What is it? I can't.
Hologram.
Oh, it was like super holographic. I was like, is that a Charizard? That's Hulk. Oh, I see the fist now. Nice. Yeah, I didn't collect any of those Marvel. I know Lady Fantastic got a big old binder of them. I've never. I was Pokemon cards, Digimon cards, and Dragon Ball Z cards for me when I was growing up.
I was trying to be a good support and support a new seller, and it was $1, so I bet $1, and I didn't actually think I was going to win it, but I did.
Nice. You been watching anything new? Any new shows? I'm still trying to catch up on.
Eddie says he has a shop, but had no idea what they had, and this father and son pulled out New Mutants 98 out of their boxes for $1.
Twice. No, not twice. Wow.
You gotta wonder how some people end up owning comic shops or working in comic shops and they don't know what it is.
I mean, you're hiring people that probably have the same mentality, don't really know. I mean, they need you to guide them.
If you don't know, how would you know if somebody knows or not?
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, if you have a shop that has like that big 50% off sale a couple times a year, to wait, and you can usually pick some good deals up.
Yeah, I know my one of my shops around here, they do something on around after Thanksgiving and Free Comic Book Day. They usually have like a huge sale throughout the weekend. So you gotta like I said, wait for those deals. It's a patience game.
Sometimes it's it's always like a lot of people hunt specific books because they think it's they spec certain things, so they're going to hunt this book or that book. Mm-hmm. I've always considered myself more of an opportunistic collector. I like to see what comes my way, what what good deals, what good books, do I come across.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, my mom threw away a bunch of my Pokemon cards, and I mean I didn't have a Charizard, but I definitely had like some rare ones, like holographic Ditto, Electabuzz, Pidgeot. I had a bunch of good ones. I did have a Blastoise, but I traded that as a kid. I don't know what I traded over. Probably a bunch of video games because that was like my thing. But my brother, he was the baseball card collector. Baseball cards, basketball cards, and he had a bunch of his cards. Basically all his cards were stolen a couple months ago, which is like felt so bad for him. He had a lot of good cards. My mom threw away my autographed Ken Griffey Jr. baseball card. Dang, or baseball. Wow.
Yep.
I was old enough to watch him play baseball. I played baseball up until like high school, so That was like the sport that was we played in our family. Never forgave her for that one. It's hilarious.
A lot of the
I had all.
collectibles have have the value because so many people throw them out.
Mm, no, I didn't get into comic books until maybe like 7 years ago. It was I was reading a lot of I was in the nerd culture, but before we even established what a nerd culture was, but I read a lot of mangas growing up in middle school, high school. I read a lot of mangas, like a lot. I had like over 300 mangas. I had basically a whole bookshelf full of mangas. Um, I played a lot of video games. Yeah, I collected all those cards. That was like middle school and part of high school. Um, but I didn't get into comic books until I was teaching this class, and we were doing like storyboarding. And I bought a bunch of comic books to help my students like understand like different styles of comics. And I was, they was doing their art project, and I was just reading. I was like, "Holy crap, these are good stories." And I went back to the flea market and started buying more. And I found out, oh, I can go to the comic book shop, and we got a comic book shop in Oakland, and it was over.
Yeah, you found it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I have a similar story, but mine is about 40 years ago. When I
see,
made this,
I love those stories though.
I just I saw a commercial on TV for a GI Joe comic, and
Dang.
I knew where I could get one at a flea market my mom would take me to. And the next time she took me there, I asked her for some change or a buck or whatever, and then she gave me enough to get a comic, and I went and got a comic. It was GI Joe 29, and then I was at a newsstand and I saw GI Joe 28, and that's when it clicked. Like, wait a second, there's 28 other stories I could read that exist. So then I decided I'm going to go get all the issues that I missed, and I started collecting from that point on, and I just felt like, hey, what's up, Monster Warrior?
Monster Warrior.
And then basically, dude, I was at the comic store every chance I could. Once one opened up, like that I could ride my bike to, from like when I was in third grade, 8 years old. I was at it was kind of like comic book heaven for an 8 year old. There was two candy stores I could ride to that were on the same block, and they both had newsstands. But then there was a comic store. The comic store was where I went more often, just because the bags and boards and better selection.
Yeah, it's the store. It's just like on the rack, and it's like if they didn't care, they didn't care.
But I was more of at that age I was more into reading them than anything else.
Hmm.
You know, I miss that sometimes.
Yeah.
But
What was you said GI Joe was your first
technically it wasn't my first comic book ever, because I had comics.
But it's what got you into comics though. That made you
even
sparked that
like,
obsession.
it's hard to say, because like, okay, I had comics when I was real little that my grandfather would buy me, and I can remember them being 35-cent cover price. So I can remember that. So that's like late 70s. I'm 4 or 5 years old probably then.
Yeah.
But none of those comics survived.
Yeah.
They were true throwaways. I mean, it was.
I had very similar stories as a
But
kid.
I watched the cartoons, all the first Peter, Spider-Man.
Spider Friends.
No, even the earlier one. This was before his main.
Oh.
Friends. Like Spider-Man
Runs around in his underpants.
Any size.
Yeah.
Use that one. Like the Spidey, whatever, 60 something.
Here comes the Spider-Man.
The pointing Spider-Man cartoon.
Yeah.
that old one. So I
I've
watched
seen
that.
the memes of them.
Yeah, and I watched all the old Marvel cartoons, like Captain America throws his mighty shield. So I knew Cap and Namor and Iron Man and Thor. And I watched Super Friends, so I knew all the DC heroes, and so I like superheroes. And I watched
Yeah,
the Batman show, the Adam West Batman show. So I was a big
it's
fan
but it's
of
fun.
that.
But it's funny because I had a similar upbringing, but it was just like '90s. You know, the '90s had like the Spider-Man animated series, Batman animated series, like Justice League. I watched all
Yeah, I
those
watched all those.
like
I watched
superheroes.
all the Batman, the Bruce Timm stuff.
Yeah,
And
the X-Men that came out, like animated series. I ran home to watch that, but I didn't make the connection to that. These were
I
comics and comic
watched.
books.
I'd see those, but I wasn't like watching them every day just because I was in like high school by then.
Yeah, that makes sense though.
And the card, it wasn't like it was like cool, but the comics the X-Men comics I was reading were just more mature and more advanced than.
Yeah, you're getting like it's fresh from Claremont himself.
Yeah, I'm reading Claremont and Byrne X-Men and like
Yeah.
what came after that. I'm reading like Miller's Daredevil and Simonson's Thor.
Dang, I remember Beast Wars. Yep, that was another story. That was another cartoon. Well, it was like a 3D show.
I remember Beast Wars, but that was probably I had probably like aged out of Transformers by then.
Yeah, no, but like that it
Because
makes
I played with
sense.
Transformers when they first hit, like Generation 1.
Yeah, and
Megatron.
they showed reruns of that and
That was the
GI
computer
Joe.
animated one, right?
Yeah, it was great. I loved it. My
But
brother,
I
what's his
I
name, was
watched the
super
original
nuts.
Transformers cartoon, the
Mhm.
GI Joe cartoon.
See, but like I said, I've seen episodes of those because I grew up in the early '90s, so they showed a lot of like
Yeah, a lot
reruns
of that
like
on rerun.
of
But
like
like that was the cartoon, like GI Joe and Transformers. That was the one I ran home from school to watch.
dang, that's
Voltron and
hilarious.
Masters of the Universe.
Oh, pause.
That was all my childhood, the mid '80s.
Mm. See, I wish I could have grew up in like the '80s, the early, but I wasn't conscious enough. I was an infant. I'm born in '87, so
Mm-hmm.
I didn't experience my first memory until like '90. But yeah, I definitely
I
was.
remember the Shogun War. Dude, Jerry Ryan. Yeah, I remember the Shogun Warriors toys.
Robots.
Like I remember having the giant Godzilla.
What
What's
the
up, What's
dude?
News?
What's up, dude?
Excuse me.
It's all good.
What the? I told you I'm going to be in town in like shoot. I'm coming in. I'll be in town next Wednesday for about a week. But yeah, I had the Shogun Warriors Godzilla. I don't know what the connection between Godzilla and Shogun Warriors was.
I mean, they giant monster. They're always fighting giant monsters, and I guess there was a lot of mixing of like it's the same thing with like Ultraman. Ultraman fought Godzilla too at one point. A lot of those like genres like mixed over in Japan.
But I had a friend who lived across the street who had the Shogun Warriors, so I remember them. And he had Micronauts, which was a little bit before my time.
Yeah,
My toys were more Star Wars, G.I. Joe.
but I still play with like Hot Toys, or Hot Wheels, and micro machines. The Micronauts are not the same as micro machines. They're little mini like cars. I love
I
those.
feel you what to do. I hope we can meet up, but it is what it is. I totally understand if you got things going on and you're not able. That's But I've like hung out. I've been able to meet up with you every time, and I always miss Barbarian. Maybe it's just.
I would love to hang out with Barbarian. He is so funny.
Yeah, maybe it's Barbarians. Maybe things are going to line up for me and Barbarian to hang out. We'll have to see.
You talking about when you go to Atlanta?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be I'll be in town for like till like Thursday, and then I leave for the con Friday morning. I'll probably leave like really early, like 4 or 5 in the morning or something. And then I'll get back Sunday night and I'll be there Monday, and then I fly out Tuesday.
I would love a ROM toy.
I never had a ROM toy. I remember seeing it, but I was like very focused on like Star Wars and G.I. Joe. And I had a few Transformers and Masters of the Universe, but I was really way more focused on G.I. Joe as far as toys.
I would love to have some of them Star Wars toys. I had my cousin. He's a lot older than me. Like he would always talk about a lot of those toys that he had.
Yeah, I had tons of that stuff, but it didn't make it. But
it makes sense. I mean, you're kids playing with it. We're not thinking about like I'm going to preserve this and keep this. Mind shift. Your boxes grow. You are hilarious, dude. You just keep putting books in that box. This one's a little feisty. Always wants to fight. So I want to eat something.
Is it teething or something? Is that why?
No, she just likes to chew on. Since she can't, like, her sister just started getting vaccinated. I don't want to. She's used to playing with her sister, and she hasn't been able to play with her. So I've become like the plaything now instead of her sibling.
What are my dates? I wonder now when I am actually.
She's a baby. Yeah, she is. I'm sure once she is vaccinated and I don't think she's old. She's not old enough to be neutered yet or spayed. She's got to be. I think she has to be 6-7 months before I can.
Is there anybody else who hears the word spade and doesn't think about Bob Barker from the Price?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, even I'm old enough to know that
that's like a mental reflex.
Yeah, that's just a part of pop culture. Everybody should understand that reference. So many people have made fun of that reference, and so many television shows. I was about to hit up you. Oh, you were? Yeah, you can always hit me up and give me a call, bro. You know I'm gonna be up at night. Tonight I gotta go to bed after this though, because I gotta work tomorrow. New job. Make sure I go to bed at a decent time tonight, because Mr. Insomnia loves to stay up. I just want to finish this last episode of Obi-Wan.
Yeah, the last one's a good one.
I know. I started watching it before I hopped on. I was like, oh, so good. I love the end of episode 4. That was really good. I like the relationship between. It's cool to see that they, the lore that they're adding in between all these movies. This is a really good bridge.
Yeah, I like how they're bridging the prequels with the old.
Yeah, this is super smart. I understand the cash grab of a lot of like Star Wars stuff that comes out, but like this is definitely something I can appreciate. First day of the job, yeah. I was supposed to start Monday, but I couldn't find some of my documents, and so they sent me home until I could find them, and I did. So I'll be starting tomorrow. I do have Doctor Strange number 169, not mint. Hey, you don't have to be mint. You have it, so that's awesome, dude.
Yeah, 6 is a pretty.
Yeah. That's a book that I definitely want in my collection one of these days. That's probably a 6. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I don't really care what if I got a 1, a 3, a 4, or a 9. I don't. I got it, so I can read it. My thing is, I want to be able to open up the book and smell the age and read the actual story. I mean, we can go to Marvel Unlimited and read a lot of these stories, but I want to read from the source, the original source.
Can't smell the
Digital, nah, I'm already know it, but I am becoming more embracive to digital. Definitely, like in terms of supporting
I mean,
certain.
look, if you want to read 100 issues of a comic, it makes sense to read it digitally.
Yeah,
Like if
I
you
mean,
have, if you
that's
want
how.
to read a 100 issue run and you don't have the books,
I mean, I don't have. I don't. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no.
No,
Have you used Marvel? The
unlimited.
yeah, the
Unlimited?
Marvel.
Yeah. I have. That's how I was about to say. Like that's how I read God of Thunder, the Thor series, the Thor run with Gore the God Butcher. That's how I read all of like Thor's unworthy Thor,
Mhm.
like a lot of the Jane Foster Thor. I don't have a lot of that. I'm working on building it, but I don't have it. But I read all that, to because I wanted to be able to get um, a lot of the recent stuff, but I had to play catch up. So I read a lot of that on there, and it was definitely. I mean, if I had a tablet, like
It makes
it would be
sense.
better. But even just reading from my phone, while I'm on the train or commuting to work, it came in handy.
I got my tickets for Thor: Love and Thunder,
Oh, I gotta do that too.
July 7th.
Yeah, it's like right around the corner. I might have to. I don't know if I have what my work schedule is going to be like. So, but I definitely work in the evening, so I might have to go. I might have to buy a ticket for like a earlier showing
My first day
the
that I
next
have to
day.
report is July 27th.
Is that like to set up your classroom or?
That's like the onboarding process.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the district, so on and so forth.
Mm, gotcha. I was privileged and super pumped to meet Big Al. Oh, I love Big Al, dude. Big Al is like he's the one that AOK'd this book right here. Did I put it away already? Hold on. Give me one. I just showed it to you. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Big Al. He AOK'd this and first appearance of Havoc to me,
Nice.
and a bunch of other like older like X-Men books. Like that dude, he's a phenomenal dude. He needs to be on the radio. Like I don't know if you ever heard his radio voice, even like his Megatron voice, and Optimus Prime. Like he needs to do like voiceovers. I don't mind Yellow Pages either, dude. Like I don't, I like the age look.
Yeah. I love reading an old like Sleepy. You'll appreciate these. I showed these earlier. I don't know if you saw them, but these are a bunch of old war comics I just picked up this past weekend. These are not high grade books, but I grabbed them because they were cool and they were a couple bucks a piece and
Mm-hmm.
just cool books.
Yeah, I have this. Oh, like you can't like that smells so good. It smells like age. It smells it smells old and I love it. I gotta get a better bag and board for that one though. But I have some. But yeah, it's
I
not the
saw
same.
Top Gun 2. I enjoyed it. It was a fun flick. You
Did they do a
haven't
beach? Did they do a volleyball
they
scene
played
again?
some kind of weird football.
No, was it like? Oh, you talking about No,
Top
is it rugby?
Top Gun.
Rugby is the other type of
No,
football.
it was they kind of sort of explain it. It's just a chance for them to like play music and have them all like running around without shirts and You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm already
exactly,
knowing.
exactly. Sleepy reader. Like I'm not gonna. I may read 100 issues of something online, but I'm gonna still, when I get a chance to grab like a handful of war books for a good price, I'm gonna jump on that every time.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Honestly, it's like I'll flip these 3 books and I'll pay for all the war books. That's just how my comic collecting mind works. If I want those, I have to buy enough stuff that I can sell and pay for
Well,
those.
yeah, it's like what is it? What Jim Min says: have the hobby pay for itself. That's, I mean, it makes sense. Like I wish I was on that level to be able to like sell books, and then also get like books that I want. But
Yeah, I
maybe
don't know that my hobby's ever going to pay for itself because I have so much like it's actually getting pretty organized. Check it out. Look. We got like a table and a rack and like
lock
boxes
shelf,
and shipping stuff and more racks and boxes.
racks on racks on racks, stacks on stacks on
Man,
stacks.
let me see something. Settings. How many cameras can I have?
1,000.
Oh man, standard.
I don't know where to put that book. Camera, it's looking better for sure. Yeah. I remember when it was just like it was a lot simpler.
Does this one have more play?
Yeah. Remember, we had a hard time getting around in there.
No, we got it. It's a lot. It's a lot cleaned out.
No, it's
Wait,
been.
now I'm
It
on the
has for
wrong
a while.
camera. Now I'm like half off and half on.
Oh, in a world where Todd is the Incredible Hulk, we're just gonna get another half of a Incredible Hulk version of you.
Yeah, hotkeys now. Layouts.
Oh yeah, you can hotkey a lot. I mean, you can hotkey your mouse if you have one of those fancy mouses. I have one. It's not a fancy, but it's like I'll push a button on my mouse, one of those extra buttons, and I'm like, I just closed out everything I was working on in Chrome. Happy to be one of the few of towners to see it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, what the deuce was here in my office. He got to visit.
Yeah, I'm trying to make my way out there to Vegas. There's a couple of Vegas peeps that I want to hang out with.
Oh, that was fun when he came. What the?
What the?
It was a good visit. We hung out. Did some shops. There's at least one shop if I remember.
Hit a shop. Let's go. I gotta get me some keys for show. Yeah, it seems like you guys have a lot of shops to choose from, and then I'm sure there's like flea markets and pawn shops. I've heard of so many people's like random honey holes, and it's just like, how did you find this? Oh, go to this pawn shop, and I'm just like, what? Like, I didn't even know that was a thing, and not all pawn shops do it. You just gotta find a spot.
I found comics at pawn shops. I never found like anything
big old things, yeah.
major.
But you found something though, you know what I mean? You ran across
books, but nothing like crazy big.
Comic fam. The yawning is
stuff they want. They want like some, crazy amount of money.
Oh yeah, they go on look on eBay. Probably.
I even had people who I offered like fair offers to.
But it's like they don't know that they don't understand the market like
they don't, and it's just
they look at like the highest price, and that's why I'm going with that price.
I offered somebody, they had 100 books, and they were decent. There were some good books in there. A few silver, mostly 80s and 90s stuff, and I offered them $500 for 100 books, and they were like, "That's a fair offer, but I'd rather sell them on eBay." I
Dang,
was just
you
like,
idiot. eBay's gonna take 18%, 15% or something like that?
It's
They don't take some of your
money.
money. Yeah, I mean, do what you gotta do, I suppose, but it's like, come on now. A coworker of mine saw Top Gun and an IMAX. He said he could smell the jet fuel. Oh.
Yeah, you feel like you're right in there. They did a good job on that flick. That's a great find. $40 for a night.
In a thrift shop? No way. That is a great price.
See, the thing with Vegas is Vegas is not sleepy. There's a ton of collectors in Vegas.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of people hitting every thrift store, and so it's.
And they peep that.
I mean, in 1 week, I literally looked at like 3 collections and was only able to buy one of them because one person thought their books were worth way more than they were, and we were just couldn't come to any terms. Another was a fair offer, but they wanted to do something else, and then another one was we were able to come to an agreement on. It's the stuff. I mean, we still have some good books. We still have like a couple of lethal. I think I still have a couple of Lethal Protector #1s, maybe a Spawn #1 or 2, and like another 8 boxes of books.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to work on that lethal, that and like anxiety separation. That was a good series.
I found books in the back of a convenience store.
What kind of convenience store?
It was a weird convenience store. Okay, Vegas is you go into the front, it's a convenience store. You go a little bit further back, they have showcases with like jewelry and all kinds of weird stuff. And then in the back, the guy had a Foot Locker with comics in it.
Wow.
And I went through them all, and he's like, "Well, I don't want to sell them." And then I came back, and he's like, "I'll sell you 2. Pick the 2 you really want and make me an offer." So I found a Flash 175.
No way!
And then I found a Dave Stevens cover. One that I didn't have. I think it was Space Vixens. So I gave him $20 for those 2. So that's found a case of comics, a Foot Locker of comics in a convenience store story.
Mm-hmm. I was on
comics. The weirdest place I ever found comics was in the back of a perfume store. This was when I was in Florida. I walked into this perfume store, and they had a table in the back with long boxes on it. And it was all like early Valiant stuff. And that's where I got a lot of my early Valiants.
Oh, nice. I need to read more Valiant. The only thing of from Valiant that I've read is what is it, the Man of War dude?
Oh, Exo Man of War.
Exo Man of War, yeah. I love those covers.
I used to read that. That was a great story back then.
I have a handful, but I wanna complete that.
I love that concept. This like ancient times warrior gets this like super advanced technology alien suit of armor.
Yeah, they came out with a new series too for a while. I was getting it. I fell off of it. The covers were beautiful though. Oh, Flash #22. What's the significance? It's just like an older book. What's the cover look like? I gotta look that one up.
It might be 100-page, one of the 100-page.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I haven't read any Shadow recently. I remember reading in the 80s the Howard Chaykin.
Oh yeah, that's a great cover.
I think Bill Sienkiewicz miniseries. Well, there was the Howard Chaykin. I can't say his name good, but there was that mini, and then there was the one that Sienkiewicz did the art. It was a later series. But then there's the original one that Mike Kaluta drew. That I love that one too.
Yeah, I haven't read any of the Shadow. I definitely want to read some. Heard good things. Saw some of the covers.
Yeah, the Shadow's a character I always liked. My dad used to play me the radio shows. You get them on the cassette tapes.
That's hilarious. I can't even think of that as I can't even like fathom that, like recorded radio on tape.
Well, they were they were recordings of the old radio shows.
Yeah, I'm
You
surprised that people kept recordings of those.
They would sell them. Like,
That's awesome. Yeah.
oh, you know, I wonder if I don't even know if I have them somewhere.
Yeah, Sinkovich is a beast.
Yeah, that's the later series. Andy Helfler, I think Andrew Helfler, Bill Sienkiewicz, yeah. But Jake Hind did like a 4-issue miniseries.
You are hilarious, dude.
What?
Oh, he's sending me a bunch of books.
So, and he's using a Gorilla Todd box to ship to you.
You know he's serious. If it's a Gorilla Todd exclusive box.
Well, it's not really an exclusive box.
I know, it's just like
probably just a box like I sent him. It's probably one of the boxes I sent him all stuff in.
Yeah, that's probably what it is, but it's exclusive to me. Hey, what up? Who that? What's going on, brother?
What's up, who that?
Hope you're doing well,
my friend. I haven't talked in a minute. I hope everything's good. That's a good deal. An X-Men 94 for $2. I think I paid like $300 or $400 for my X-Men 94.
Oh dang, $2? Yeah, that's a pricey book. I don't want necessarily 94, but I definitely want like 120 and up. The great boxes Todd has.
Yeah. They hold like 20-ish comics. They're real solid. They're very solid. They're like double walled on the sides and thick, nice 200-pound cardboard. So you don't get any crush corners or.
Nice. It's like heavy duty cardboard, pretty much.
Yeah. It's like I have one handy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen you like build those. Yeah, I've seen you build those before. Yeah. I think I have one.
My buddy put this one together backwards though. I'm looking at it and I'm like, what's wrong? Why isn't this sitting right? Like you put it together backwards.
E-Man. No, I haven't read any E-Man. Valkyrie I want to read. But I've never heard of haven't read any E-Man before. There's a lot of books that I'm still.
You mean like this?
Oh, Airboy, yeah, because whatchamacallit?
That's a beautiful Dave Stevens cover.
Yeah, Rob is a big Dave Stevens fan. He picked up a bunch of those.
And then I got this one, Betty Page.
Nice. I bought a stack of X-Men and it wasn't there. Yeah, let me show you. I bought a stack of Silver Age books off this dude, and this was one of the books that was in it. Let me grab it real quick. And this book right here basically paid for the whole stack.
Yeah, those Dave Stevens covers are nice. Generally, I don't really sell my Dave Stevens, so I'm sorry.
I mean, that makes sense. I only have one Dave Stevens. It was a copy that an extra one that Rob had, and he was like, "You can have it." There was that DN Agent one. I love that.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one. The one with the girl with the multicolored hair.
Yeah, I love her hair, dude. Yeah, these two books right here. I bought a stack of Silver Age books, and this one right here basically paid for the whole stack. This,
Spider Slayer.
and then I'm never selling this one.
That's
3033. Yeah. And I was a young collector. I didn't know what the hell I had. Like, I was just like, oh, cool, Spider-Man Silver Age. I didn't understand. I still was learning about key issues. And then, like, I got home and I did some research and I was like, oh, holy crap. Yeah, I had the first, the origin of Loki, Journey of Mystery at 118. Because there's 2-part. 117 is the first half of his origin, and 118 is the other half. I sold that though, so I'm kind of sad but it it paid for rent, so or helped pay for rent. But yeah, there was a bunch of them in here like that. Sergeant Fury and Howling Commander's book I showed, first origin of his eye patch, that was in that pile of Silver Age books. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna get. And I remember I was on the BART and this older lady who was getting her house rebuilt, not rebuilt, but it was getting a lot of construction she was adding an extension to her house, and she's like, yeah, I got a bunch of books. I've been texting her for 2 years, and I lost contact with her, unfortunately. She was supposed to sell me some books.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I was like, man, no. Let me see. I used to put together WW2 warplane models when I was a kid. Oh yeah, I wish I could have did that. I wanted to fly. I know, like, it was a big thing in the '90s to fly like model airplanes. I had a model boat, and we would take it to the beach, and we would drive it on the water, but we were not responsible kids, and we messed that up. But yeah, those model airplanes are pretty cool. What are some of those figures that you have behind you?
Which
I see the one all the way to the right.
Vader,
Nice.
Gotcha, man.
Okay, good. That is awesome.
Ken, Gotcha, man.
Come on. Sorry, my cat is like destroyed.
This is like, I think, like a McDonald's toy or something, but it's like Boba Fett balances on this thing.
Oh, that's cool. That's still pretty cool. There's a lot of toys that were very like that. I remember having as a kid. I tried selling comic books, selling the comic shop, my books, the Defenders first issue and Doctor Strange, the rest first issues I have. They didn't want to buy them. Then after the movies came out. Yeah, it's weird. Maybe they're on a dip. It's after the movies come out, like a lot of those books drop in price. And
yeah, it just depends. You never know what a store is. They may not have a clientele for those kind of books or whatever.
That too.
Some stores focus on new books. Some focus on back issues. Some focus on a little bit of everything. Hey, if you got what you were asking, then that's not...
No way. That's hilarious. It's like, no, you can go get it somewhere else for a better price. I'm sure you can sell it to someone in the community.
Oh, he wanted to.
Yeah, he wanted to buy all of them.
I wanted to sell them still, and I was
$250. No,
that was then. This is now.
Exactly.
Yeah, she has a long history, and I think Dave Stevens was like, he met her at some point, or I'm not real sure what the connection was. I want to say I remember either watching a video about it or reading about it at some point.
Wait, who did Dave Stevens meet?
Betty Page.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
When she was like older, or the model. I'm not an expert. So
I'm sure there's some historian out there that knows. Yeah, you getting sleepy, bro?
yeah, I'm getting tired.
We can shut it down whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, I'm good. I'm good whenever you want to call it a night. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out. It's been
Oh yeah, I had a blast, dude. Like everybody came in, like we got to see your students, and yeah,
yeah,
if you're not following me, like add me on Mindshift on IG or Comments on the
yeah,
Mind on YouTube. I'd love to. There's a lot of unfamiliar faces in the chat that I don't think I follow on any of those
yeah,
social media.
definitely. Sub, follow. I didn't do a good job in the description, so there's no links.
No, I mean don't even trip. This is we hanging out, bro. So.
Yeah. But good to see all my old friends. What the Deuce, Sleepy Reader, Dude Junior Ryan,
Yeah, what to do is give me a
Who
call
Dat,
tomorrow.
Triggerfish, good to see you. Eddie the Comic Guy,
Appreciate all y'all.
Sleepy Reader.
Yeah, Sleepy Reader.
I think I got everybody. Monster Warrior popped in.
So I came through for the like.
But hey, thanks everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, take care, everybody. Good night.